tortellini. Pinot more nice, we feeling too nice. The higher we dip, I'm loving this trip. We watching girls tripping, laughing a bit. I think I found baby. You just drive me crazy. I think you my baby. Take flight with me. I need you to instead. We watching girls tripping, laughing a bit. I need you to take off your socks. Don't leave those on. Take off that ring. Put it on me. Take off with me instead. Take off your jeans. I wanna see. Grab some more grapes. Put those on me. Take off with me. Yeah. Relax your body. What's good, bro? What's good, Gandhi, man? I love you. Big shout out to Gandhi and Lady Soul. I love you, bro. I hope all is well with you and the family, man. Big shout out to you, man. Hey, Shay. How you doing, baby? I love you too, boo. Yeah. Oh, my God. Such a blessing to see you here. Oh my goodness, God, don't you start. I gotta get up to Philly. Y'all better have the band ready. Hey guys, I'm just waiting a little bit, but we're gonna get this show started. And I'll let you guys know what it is. I hope everybody's having a blessed and productive day. That's my nigga right there. Yeah. We gotta run that back. That's the remix of Flight 1226. Check this single out on all digital platforms. I gotta run that back. I'm about to get into a few interview questions about myself, about music, of course, and about, just Tylamar and things, man. Stick around, guys. I'm a fast star. If you can. This is a bit formal. You wanna take a flight with me? Till dawn, still riding like jet songs, still here with my Vans on. I'm loving your great George, you holding me real tight. I'm loving this whole life. Follow me, vegan dip and tortellini. Pinot more nice, we feeling too nice. The higher we dip, I'm loving this trip. We watching us tripping, laughing a bit. I think I found baby. You just drive me crazy. I think you my baby. This song is for all the lovers out there. If you are in love, this song is for you. Take flight with your spouse. Take flight with your wife. Take flight with your girlfriend or boyfriend. Come on. I'm talking about that real love, not that love that just, 1 minute you're in and 1 minute you're out. Not that love. Yeah, we want that real love, right? Yeah. Big shout out to all the lovers out there, man. For real, for real. All the faithful individuals, all those that truly stay faithful. Thank you, bruh. Thank you. Hey, check it out. It's everywhere, Gandhi. It's on Google Play, YouTube. It's everywhere. Just look it up. Flight 1226 Remix by Tylamar. You already know. Thank you, Gandhi. That means a lot coming from you, man. Relax your body. I know you feel it when I'm closer, babe. So guys, big shout out, like I said, to all the couples, to everybody that's in love, to everybody that's, dating somebody that they think is truly special. Big shout out to you. Love is beautiful. Love is a wonderful feeling and a beautiful feeling. I just admonish everybody, don't play with nobody's heart. You know what I'm saying? Know what you want and stay what you want in the beginning, and life will be a better place for you and for them. I mean, that's just my take on it. But I love the love. Listen. Take flight with me. Hey, just let me take off your socks. Don't leave those on. I definitely wrote it and rapped and sang it, you know. Like I said before, guys, all of my songs is all me. All of my songs, I arrange all the vocals. I write the songs, of course. I arrange every vocal when I get on that microphone. Most of my songs now, I'm doing them all in my studio. You know what I'm saying? There are a few songs that I've been playing. If you guys have been watching the shows, there are a few songs that I've been playing that you know, were from, you know, a while back. I showcased my first album for you guys, and you guys got to hear a lot of that. And I believe yesterday, you guys got to hear a lot of my second album on Wine Tasting. Yes, that was yesterday. On Wine Tasting with Tylamar, episode 15. Listen to my second album. So some of those songs were some of those songs were recorded in other studios. So, you know, but now I'm really, everything that I do is in my studio, and I'm very thankful for that. I'm very grateful for that. You know, I've always recorded myself. I've always done that, but I didn't do it to this capacity. You know what I'm saying? And I'm recording whole albums, you know, and everything now without the help of anybody. And I like that because it just showcases my talents, and it really gives me a chance to, you know, perfect every part of me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not only a singer and a songwriter, but I'm a music engineer. I'm also a producer. I'm also a vocal arranger. So it gives me a chance to really play with music in a whole different fashion. And that's why I've always loved recording myself, and I always have loved, like I said, I've had my own studio since way back, man. I mean, it's been years, 2005, 2006, I don't know. It's been so many years, but, you know, having your own studio really gives you the ability, or gives me the ability, to really showcase a lot of my abilities. And, you know, practice makes perfect, so the more you do something, the better you get at it. So I'm very grateful for that. So at any rate, guys, do you want me or not, baby? Do you want me or not? I know that's right, Candid. Thank you, bro. Do you want me or blast that, bro. Blast it. Thought you could handle me. Thought you was somebody else. You gon' feel it, bitch. Hey. This one is called Fuck You All Know. This is off of my EP, Penetration. Hey. Oh. Alright, guys, let's get into the question, because we'll be listening to Tylamar music all day, and we will. We'll get into that. Oh wait, I'm on the wrong thing. Listen. Yeah. Okay. Now, okay. So just a few questions, guys. First question: What got you to write songs? Okay, so that's a great question. What got me into writing songs? Like I was saying, I think yesterday, that I started writing music at a very, very young age. I mean, I was like 5 years old, or 5 or 6 years old. I actually started writing novels, and I actually started writing love novels, and, you know, and dramas and things like that. I've always been into that type of thing. So I started writing novels, and then I really got into songwriting as you know, I always sang, I mean, since I was young. You know what I'm saying? So I've always sang, and I've always been a singer. You know, not a singer, but a singer. So that comes hand in hand when it goes with, when you learn that you are a creative writer. And I learned at a young age that I was a creative writer. And I just started writing music after I started, you know, writing novels and things like that. And, you know, it just came naturally. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you know when it's God-given talent, because it comes natural to you. You know what I'm saying? It's not something that you have to, you know, learn. You know what I'm saying? It's not something, I never had to learn it. You know what I'm saying? It came naturally. Now don't get me wrong, I had to learn elements of it, but I taught myself. Nobody taught me how to write a song. You know what I'm saying? Nobody sat me down and said, hey, here's, you do this, you do that. I studied music. I sat down and I used to listen to Beyonce, and I used to listen to all the artists, and I used to listen to how songs were structured. I mean, I used to sit and literally pick them apart. So I kind of taught myself. And I thank God for that. So that's what got me into writing songs. It's always just been in me. And I think childhood, like it says here, childhood trauma, happiness, money. I've never done this for the money. I never have done it for the money. Don't get me wrong, money is wonderful. Who doesn't like money? But I've been doing this for years, and I've been doing it, without getting paid a dime. I've been doing shows without getting paid a dime because I love what I do. You know what I'm saying? Some people do it to get that bread, and that's them, and there's no hate and no shade towards those people. But as for me, I do it for the love. You know what I'm saying? Money will come. I already know that. You know what I'm saying? Money it's a piece of paper. You feel me? So I'm not really worried about that. I do it because this is what I truly love to do. It's truly my passion. And yeah, I've been through so many things in my childhood. I've definitely been through so many things as an adult as well, and with relationships and things like that. So, that just enhanced my songs as I got older. So that answers that question. Hey! Okay, so now, let's see. Can you remember the first time you wrote a song? Oh my gosh. They really trying to take me back, ain't they? Oh my goodness, guys. I think the first time that I wrote a song, I was extremely young. And let me tell y'all what I used to do. So, oh my God, I'm dating myself at this point, but it's all good. We are keeping it real. This is reality TV. Back in the day, I used to tape. You guys remember how on the tapes and the CDs, even the CDs, the singers used to give instrumentals. So when Kelly Price did Friend of Mine, I'll never forget that she had an instrumental on it. You know what I'm saying? And when Total did, oh my God, I love Total. So when Total did, I forget what it was, Kissing You is all that I've been thinking of. Kissing you is cool. When they did that, I'll never forget that I had that tape, and I believe that tape had the instrumental on the back. So I used to take those instrumentals and I used to write songs to them, and I used to just write. I thank God for that. I thank God for that time and that time period. Everything happens for a reason, and I appreciate that. And the artists used to put those singles on the back, and that really, got me writing and gave me, you know what I mean? And I wrote songs and actually recorded songs back then in my home when I was like, oh my God, I had to be, how old was I? 10, 11? I mean, I would record it myself. You know what I'm saying? I had a little makeshift, I had a little radio, I had a little makeshift studio and everything, and recorded my songs and my music, and yeah. So, it is what it is. Let me see. You know what? Who gave you, this is a good question, and I'm going to be very honest. Well, all of these questions I'm being honest, so, whatever. But this gets a little deep. Who gave you the support to keep writing in the beginning? Who did you play your early songs for? The only person, big shout out to my Aunt Lori. Big shout out to you, baby, and she knows what I'm talking about. She's the only person, I don't remember letting her hear songs that I wrote early on. She may be able to tell me if I did do that. I don't remember that though. But I used to sing for her, and because, when you're younger and you're a guy, your voice is high like a girl. So I used to sing, and I used to be able to clearly, I used to be able to blow. But I didn't really want anybody to hear me because I sounded like a girl. You know what I'm saying? And I was already being picked on, because people thought I was gay, which I was. But of course I was in the closet because everyone around me and being bullied at school and different things like that. This is not that show. But, for those reasons, I didn't, I wasn't out or anything like that at a young age. And, me singing in that high voice and being able to truly blow like that, I didn't really let anybody hear it. And nobody really pushed me, except for my Aunt Lori at that young age. and she would be there, and thank God for her. And she would listen to me sing, and she could sing, she could blow. My auntie could blow, but yeah. So she used to listen to me, and I thank God for that. And God does everything for a reason. And you know, my mom was always, oh, I want you to sing gospel music and this and that. And there's nothing wrong with gospel music. Don't get me wrong. You know, but that's not all that I am. I'm not just a gospel singer. I'm not just a gospel artist. That's not what I am, and that's never what I'm just gonna be. And I've said it once and I've said it before, don't ever try to put me in a box. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't born in a box and I'm not gonna get in one now. You know? And I love my mom, you know what I'm saying? But it's just, you know, that's just facts. You know, she wanted me to sing gospel music, and that's okay. You know what I'm saying? But she really didn't support the R&B side of it. So, you know, early on and things like that, I never really let her hear too much either. You know? Yeah, I didn't. No. I don't think I let him know. I didn't. Look, I'm trying to think back. No. So anyway, okay. So now, okay, now. What do you feel like when you play one of your songs and people applaud? Is it an affirmation or an irritation? I love it. I love the love. I love love. Now, don't get me wrong. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. Like I said, my mom, you know what I'm saying? Oh, she loves my music. Some of my music. Let me say that. She doesn't like all of it. You know what I'm saying? And that's okay. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm trying to think. You know, when I play certain songs for people, I love it. You know, I love when they applaud. You know what I'm saying? That makes me feel good. And I know that not everybody is going to like what I do. Not everybody's going to love every song. Not every person or individual is going to, that I may not be for some people. You know what I'm saying? And that is okay. You know what I mean? The people that I'm for will come to me. And the people that I'm for, they're already here. You know what I'm saying? They're the ones that support. They're the ones that are listening to my music and listening to my album and playing it and streaming it and liking it and sharing it. And I see those people and I thank God for those people. So the people that applaud, I love it. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely not an irritation. I love applause. I love the accolades. You know what I'm saying? I'm extremely humbled by it. And, I thank God for it. And those that, have an opinion and everything like that, they're entitled to it. You know what I'm saying? But keep it to a minimum. Now, that's really good. Professional songwriters spend years on their craft. Why not use their songs? Now, well, I'll say this. I did remake, hold on guys. I remade So Amazing by Luther Vandross. Rest in peace to Luther. Luther Vandross is an amazing singer. My mom used to play him when I was younger. She loves Luther Vandross. I love him too. Thank you, Mom, for playing him when I was younger. There's so many songs that now, it's so funny how they come back to me and they bring me back to a place. I'm like, my mom used to play that. You know? So, I remade his song So Amazing because I sang that at several weddings, and somebody told me, one of my friends told me, hey, we need that for our wedding video. So I was like, okay. So I remade it. I actually did it for my first album anyway, but when she needed it for her wedding video, I redid it because I felt like that first one, the quality wasn't all that great and all that stuff. You singers that have come a long way know when you're first starting out and your whatever your equipment and stuff ain't up to, it's not the best of the best, so the sound wasn't all that great. So anyway, so I remade that song, and I love that song. That's an amazing song, and Luther Vandross is so amazing. And don't get me wrong, I love writing artist songs, and this is giving me a platform to say this part. Not platform. This is giving me an opportunity. This is giving me an opportunity to say this part. Personally, I'm getting so sick of all the challenge things. Like, and don't get me wrong, I love them, I've done some of them, but every time you turn around, this one, it has a song challenge, and that one has a song challenge, and it's okay, don't get me wrong, I like it, I like to hear what the different people are doing with the songs, and how the people are remaking those songs and coming with their own flavor, own flow of the challenge. But me personally, I'm so into my own music. That whole challenge thing, I love you back, I see those hearts, I love you. My whole thing is, my whole take is, I want to sing my own stuff. You know, I get tired of the whole, oh, let's do a challenge and, you know what I'm saying, and all of that, and remake somebody else's. I get tired of that, you know. I've always been a leader, and I've always been very, you know, I'm just with my stuff, you know what I'm saying? But don't get me wrong, I love covering a nice song, you know what I'm saying? Oh my goodness, I mean, when I sing cover songs, I'll bust out with that, hold up, I'll bust out with, because this needs to stop anyway, what is going on here? I'll bust out with that, I see us in the park, strolling those summer days of imaginings in my head, and words from the heart, only told to the wind, felt even without being said. And I don't wanna bore you with my troubles, yeah, you know. That takes me in there because I love, what is going on here? I love those old songs. I really do. I'm an old soul, and I know that. I've always known that. Way ahead of my time. And yeah, like, I like those old songs. You know what I'm saying? I like those older, you know, older sounds. And, you know, there was a sound back then, and everybody that knows me knows that I love 80s music. And, yeah, had to turn carousel up a little bit. Excuse me. But, yeah, I love 80s music, and I think that there was such an amazing sound back then. I was just singing Pat Benatar, Love is a Battlefield. I love that one too. But, you know, I don't know, just to answer that question, you know, I'll sing some people's songs as a cover or something like that, but, you know, I've spent years on my craft as well. I'm just like those songwriters and artists and things like that, and I'm just a writer by nature, so no, I'm not going to be always singing somebody else's stuff. You know, I love to express myself, and expressing myself through music and writing music is everything to me. It's my passion, so you know, I have to. Wow, these are good. Okay. Next question, guys, is what is better about a song sung by the writer? This kind of really ties into what I just said. Excuse me. This ties into what I was just talking about. And songs that I write, I've been through most of those songs. I mean, I can count on one hand how many songs that I've written that were kind of simulated stories and things like that, because I'm a story. Songs are also storytelling, not only your story but other people's stories too. You know what I'm saying? And situations and circumstances, and you know, when I watch movies, I get different vibes and things like that, and different ideas for writing songs. You know, so you know that's that. But you know what's so great about me being the writer and the singer is that I feel that song through and through. I mean, I can get, you know, I went through it. So I'm singing it from a place of that pain or that joy. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, so that's what the great thing is about a song that you've written. And even if I'm singing about something, because hey, I wrote songs like Tonight, you know, the song from my EP, Penetration, called Tonight. Tonight is an amazing song, and it's about love, and it's about being with that special person. And I'm not with nobody. I haven't been with, you know, I've been single for quite some time. Open for business for all the handsome fellas. Just want to put that out there. I am definitely single and here feeling good. Anyway, but so, you know what I'm saying? So basically what I'm trying to say is, when I wrote Tonight, I wasn't, you know, in a relationship, and I hadn't had nobody, you know what I'm saying? You know, I just wrote the song and it came out, and it's for my future babe, you know what I'm saying? But I've been in love and I've been in situations where I've been, enthralled in love, and those are great feelings, and that comes from that place. So even when I'm singing that song, you know what I'm saying, I feel that love and I feel that connection, and I know that I'll have that love again, but just the mere fact that I wrote it, and just the mere fact that that's something that I look for in an individual, and something that I want to say to my future babe, I can feel that. I feel everything that I write. So that's what makes being a songwriter and singing the music so great, But they say, I'm going to say they say because they did say that Whitney Houston never really wrote a song. She never really wrote any of her music. But I know that she felt it too, because guess what? When you get with those songwriters such as myself, because I've written music for other artists as well, when you get with songwriters, we come from a place, I love those thumbs up, I think those are thumbs up, I see you, I love you. We come from a place of, okay, we'll sit down with the artist and say, hey, just take for example Rihanna. Say if Rihanna's in front of me and she say, Ty, I want you to write a song with me or for me. I want you to write a song with me or for me or something like that. I may go over some things with Rihanna and see where her head is at and see how she feels at the moment and see what kind of resonates with her as an artist. And then you write from that place. You know what I'm saying? So the artist, even if they're not the writer of the song, that don't mean that they can't feel that song now, baby. Because I don't think any artist should sing a song that they don't feel. Because if I'm not feeling it, I'm not singing. I don't care who wrote it. Period, guys. Isn't that right, guys? Do you agree? Oh my God, those are some amazing questions. I have some more, guys. We're going to take just a brief intermission, and then I'm going to go ahead and come back with the rest of our questions. So stick around, guys, okay? Give me just a moment.
I'd be wasting precious time.
Bet you gon' feel it when I get somebody else on the place. Bet you gon' feel it, yeah, bet you gon' feel it, bitch. Ooh. baby. You come rescue me soon. Shore side over here, over here. I'll be waiting, baby. I'm seaside, baby. Yeah. Ooh, come rescue me. This one is called Seaside. This is off of my album Concepcion, which was released on June 20th. I really love this song, and I've explained this so many times, but this song is I don't want to say a dedication, but when I thought about this song and I heard this beat, big shout out to Tony Sway on the beat, baby. Tony Sway is a beast, man. Tony Sway is a beast. Y'all have, let me tell you something. Y'all already saw some fire. Oh, but I got some fire. Me and Tony Sway, oh, there's some fire that you ain't heard just yet. Oh, you come rescue me soon, soon. Hey, so this is Seaside, and for everybody that knows, I've always loved the beach. And Seaside Heights, I'm from New Jersey, so Seaside Heights is my favorite beach. And I don't care what nobody say, because everybody likes a different beach. But all my Jersey folk. But yeah, but Seaside Heights is an amazing beach. And I wrote that song thinking about that beach. And you know, that song, when I heard the instrumental, when I heard the beat, you know, it just immediately took me to just a tranquil place. The water, the beach, and that wind blowing and the sand in your feet. I mean, I love the beach, guys. Y'all know that. You're such a star, baby. Okay, so I've answered just a few interview questions about me as a songwriter. I would say just questions. I've answered a few questions about me as a songwriter. So now here are a few other just questions that I'm going to answer, guys, for the second half of the show. I want to thank you all for taking the time to tune in. I also want to thank everybody for taking the time to tune in to Wine Tasting with Tylamar episode 15 last night. That made me so happy. We listened to my second album songs, a few songs from my second album, which was amazing. So I thank you guys for tuning in. Those of you who had time to tune in. Let's see. Okay, so, guys, really quick, make sure you guys go onto my official website, www.tylamarglobal.com. Make sure that you are going to check it out. Make sure that you are subscribing and becoming a member of the site. That would make my heart happy if you did. If not, I still love you. Also, go to www.youtube.com/TylamarOnline. Subscribe there on Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. I'm at Tylamar Global. On Twitter, I'm also at Tylamar Music. And what is it? Okay, wait. Yeah, Tylamar Music and Tylamar. I think it is Tylamar Music. Okay. I'm trying to make sure that's my fan page. I gotta put that together. But what else? Oh, of course, Facebook.com/Tylamar Global. I think that's all of them. So guys, just connect with me on all of your little social media sites that you frequently go to any of those sites. Go ahead and connect with me on those sites, especially Twitter. If you're a Twitter hoe like myself, I absolutely love Twitter, and I love going on Twitter and chatting with my fans. So, and supporters and just everybody. I mean, just the conversation on Twitter be so lit. So, hold on, guys. Y'all know I make sure these lips is round. Look all on your idea of why I sit, yeah. Let's communicate. Look all on your idea of why I sit. All right, what's the biggest problem you've had to overcome so far? Oh my gosh, the biggest problem. biggest problem that I had to overcome so far was life. And I'm gonna tell you guys what I mean by that. You know, like I said, I released my album Naked in 2014, and here it is 5 years later, 2019, and I just released Concepcion. Everything happens for a reason, but I should have never been going that long. And life was happening. You know, life definitely happened before that, and I was still going and everything like that. But life was happening, and things were changing in so many ways. And you know, I was going through, a lot of personal things during that time frame, and you know, I just had to overcome a lot. You know, I had to come out. You know, I didn't have to come out because it's a choice. You know what I'm saying? I could have stayed locked up in that closet, but but it was never meant for me to be in the closet, you know, about anything, you know. And I definitely told people that were very close to me, people that I know that I could trust, and people that I know weren't judgmental. I definitely told them about my sexual preference, but there were a lot of people that I didn't tell. So if I would say, I think the greatest thing that I had to overcome really was in 2016, I believe it was, when I finally came out. And I finally said, period, point blank, to everyone, every member of my family, everybody, I'm gay, I'm happy about it, this is who I am, and that's it. That was a major thing for me to overcome during this career. But even before that, there were so many different things going on with me, you know. Like, for many that don't know, like, you know, I've had a lot go on, man. You know, I'm, you know, and this is what artists, and if I can't speak for every artist, we are just like you. We are people just like you. We go through just like you. I believe Beyonce said, and I forget what song it is that she said. What did she say? Oh my gosh, it's on the tip of my tongue. I love you, B. Because she keeps it so real and she's so classy. I love her. Everything about that woman. But what did Beyonce say? Oh, I got real problems just like you. You know what I'm saying? And that's real. You know, I think a lot of people see celebrities and they see singers and people in the limelight, and they think that they're people just like you are. They go through issues and problems and things like that too. So right now, the only thing I can think of right now was, I guess, my sexuality. I really had to get into a place where it was like, you know what? Are you going to continue to be saying girl in your song when you know you really want something? Let me stop. But for real, you know, are you going to continue to sing those things and it not be true to you? It wasn't, you know, I don't want to say I was being fake, because music is music, and I don't look at gender, and I don't look at labels. I don't do labels, you know what I'm saying? When people label you, they put you in a box and you're classified in this area. No, I'm not. Don't classify me as anything but Tylamar, okay? That's what I am, period. You know, but, you know, I think it was a major thing that I had to overcome. And I'm very glad that I did it. And I think everything in God's timing. And it was a blessing. It was a blessing. It truly was. It was tough, but it was a blessing. Let me see. What do you hate? What do you enjoy most about being a music artist? And what do you hate most? I want to say, because I love to sing, I think what I enjoy the most is definitely being on stage and being in front of people and being able to be creative and actually bring the song that I recorded and wrote and all of that to life. I think that is what I love the most. I love being on stage. I love the energy of the positive fans and people in the audience just standing there looking, watching the show. You know what I'm saying? Because I just don't sing. I entertain. You know what I'm saying? So I really enjoy that. What do I hate the most? One thing that I would say I hate the most, which comes with the territory, but I don't have to like it. I don't want to say I hate it, but I just will say that I just don't really like it. I don't like all the opinions that I didn't ask for. You know, I just don't like that. You know, there's so many people, but it does come with the territory, guys, and I know that. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody stupid. I've been doing this for a while, you know. And just, that's a part of life in general. That's with anything you do. You can have a pizza shop, and your mom and your cousins didn't want you to be a doctor. Like, you know what I'm saying? It gets deep out in these streets, okay? But you know, one thing I don't like and I dislike is all the opinions, especially all the ones, you know, there is some opinions where people give their opinion and you know that it's like, okay, they genuinely just don't really, this isn't their song, you know what I'm saying? But they fill in some of the other stuff over here where, you know, maybe they don't listen to your type of music at all, so you're not really, or, you know, whatever. You know, there's opinions that way, but then there's opinions that it's like, why you doing this and what is this and why you writing about that and why would you say that in your song and this and that? That is just negativity and that I don't like, you know? So, I don't even understand what's going on. Hold on, y'all. I don't know what's up with that. Oh my goodness. Give me a second, guys. I'm glad that did that. Duh. Oh my goodness. All this time, are you kidding me? Oh, Jesus. Oh my goodness. It's hard to find good help around here. Yeah. So I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? And I don't have to like it. And nor do I have to listen to it or sit amongst it. And I refuse to. But that I don't like. I don't like that. I don't like all that negative stuff. I don't like people trying to tell you what you should do with your career when you're the one that has the talent, when you're the one that is writing the music. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. There's a difference between critical criticism and what I'm saying. There's a difference between, you know, somebody maybe suggesting or saying, hey, you know what I'm saying, I think you would sound good doing this or something like that. There's a big difference, you know what I'm saying? What I don't like is all that negative stuff, you know what I'm saying? All those negative opinions and all that stuff. But let me just be very clear. I may not like it, but I don't care about it. People can say whatever they want to say. People are entitled, just like I'm entitled and I have a voice, people can say what they want to say too. And I respect that, you know what I'm saying? But I just want people to respect what comes out of my mouth after they give their opinion as well. I'm not even gonna touch that. How did you come up with your name? Tylamar is actually a combination of my whole name and a very good friend of mine. Big shout out to you, Napur. I love you, boy Napur. That's my baby, a beautiful, beautiful woman. And she basically told me, because I used to go by Lamar. And I used to be Lamar. For all that don't know, my first name is not Tyler. There are so many people that swear up and down that my first name is Tyler. You know what I'm saying? I even get mail saying Tyler on it. Big shout out to my cousin. You know who you are, Tyler. My cousin does. But yeah. You know, what she said was, that's a lot. You know what I'm saying? And she said, how about you combine the two? And she said, how about Tylamar? I loved it. So I do give all credit to my girl, Napur. I love her. I will always love my baby. She's always been, you know, a great person. And I appreciate her for that. So that's where my song came from, my name came from. And describe your sound. Oh my goodness. This stuff is getting on my beard. My sound is very, very unique. And anybody that is listening to my music and is streaming my music knows how unique my sound is. You know, I have a very, very unique voice, number one. You know what I'm saying? I can go very low, you know what I'm saying? I have a wide range, you know, I can get up there. You guys have heard me sing a little bit for you. And, you know, I have a very unique voice, a very raspy voice, you know. How else? I hate saying all the time, but I'm trying to think. My sound is just amazing. My sound as an artist as a whole is such a variety, man. I rap, I do, hip hop R&B, I do R&B, classic R&B, I do, you know what I'm saying, reggae. There's a little reggae. I love reggae music. Grew up on reggae music, not because my mom or anybody played it around. Well, let me not say that. My mom always played Bob Marley. She definitely played Bob Marley, but she didn't play like the dance hall and stuff like that. But I've heard that. I heard that from my aunts and things like that when they were listening to it, and they're a little bit older, so they went out to the. Well, not they actually were all around. Yeah, we won't go there because we're close in age. But so I just heard it from my aunts. Let me leave that alone. It ain't no shame, but this ain't that story. This ain't that interview. But anyway, yeah, my mom always played Bob Marley. She used to play Bob Marley. Okay. So, just hearing the reggae, I grew up on reggae, and it's always been in me. So just that reggae has always been in my music. I definitely have a contemporary gospel, a modern gospel as well. It's very different. If anybody has heard my song Celebration, which was actually on my Naked album, that's an amazing song, and that's actually a modern gospel song or a modern spiritual song. I'm not sure where I want to classify that. I don't like to be classified at all. If anybody ever knows, has ever heard any of my interviews, I am the genre. You know what I'm saying? I'm the genre. You know what I'm saying? I fit into so many. I've done pop songs. I love pop music too. You know what I'm saying? So I have such a variety in my style. I do it all. You know what I'm saying? That's just who I am. And I'm so thankful for that. I'm so thankful for that gift because that's a gift. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, so that's my sound. My sound is so versatile. My sound is so, you can catch me singing R&B song to a trap beat, a reggae song to a rap beat. I do so many different things. You know what I'm saying? When I did Sour Patch, I bust out with reggae in the middle of a trap beat. You know what I'm saying? That's just my creativity. You know what I mean? It's just in me. So my sound is so amazing to me. and I'm definitely going to toot my horn. I used to say, not to toot my own horn, but I'm not going to say that no more. I'm definitely going to toot my own horn. I'm definitely going to big up myself. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm definitely my #1 fan. So my sound is amazing, and I think that it came from listening to so many different styles of music coming up, and I was just a music individual, so I always listened to all types of music. And as I got older, even as an adult, I started listening to things that were way out of the box. You know what I'm saying? Like folk music and music that nobody else was listening to that was around me and connected with me, friends or nobody. They'd be like, what is that? So that's my sound. So that concludes all those questions. And thank goodness, because it's hard talking for so long sometimes. I hope you guys are having a blessed day. Let's get into some music. Is that all right? I could be dangerous. That was Dangerous of my album Concepcion. So I hope you guys enjoyed the interview. Thank you for everybody that was able to tune in live. I really love you guys. You guys know that I always keep it 1,000 when it comes to questions about me. There's no need for me to front. There's no need for me to put on any facade. What you see is what you get, baby, and that's the beauty in loving yourself and being yourself wholeheartedly. And if I can leave my fans with anything today, and my supporters with anything, love yourself and love who you are. Period, point blank. And I think that over time and over, the past few years, over the past few years, it's really been a blessing in learning myself and loving myself even more. And I've always loved me, but sometimes you go through so many situations with family, with friendships, with relationships, that sometimes it'll strip you, depending on what the situation is. It'll strip you of who you are. You know what I'm saying? But God always has a way of bringing you back to exactly who you are. And I thank God for that. So if I can leave my fans with anything today, love yourself wholeheartedly, man. Don't let nobody take you away from you. You know who you are. You know truly who you are and what you love. You know what I'm saying? And embrace embrace all the sides of you. Let me get on top. This is called Rock Your Body. Oh, oh. You can't be serious. You must be delirious. Maybe you think that I hurt you. You asked for a fight, baby. So let me go. Oh my God. When you're mad, I'm not okay. Wanna wake up and call you baby. Cook your breakfast, drive you crazy. The sex amazing. I mean, what would you complain for? I just wanna make you happy every single minute. Oh, you just got me so excited. Shifted into autopilot. Oh, you know you like how it feels. Hey, you know you like how I feel. I really want y'all to see. The top or the bottom, I think you want me. Baby, you need me, you got me. You know that I got you more than anyone you know. Yeah. I love it, man. I love it. So I hope you guys are just being blessed today and all that stuff. And all that stuff. Life is great over here. I just definitely want to thank everybody, like I said, who's been supporting my show, who's been supporting Wine Tasting with Tylamar, who's been supporting my music, which is on all digital platforms. It's on Apple Music, Google Play, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Spotify, Tidal. I'm everywhere, baby. So check me out on all digital platforms. Okay? Amazon Music as well. So check me out there. And I know that it's tough. Ain't felt this good in so long. I don't know what I'd do without it. Sometimes I wonder if you ever leave me and that stress is sweet. Cause I can't go a single day without you here with me. I won't do anything to jeopardize this love you're that I'm in with. I know you'll ride with me. Yeah? Oh my God, you see this, guys? Okay, Facebook just sent me a message. Your live video will be removed soon if you continue to broadcast music you don't have permission to use. It's my music.